Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Pyle. That's my last name, Pyle. So it may come as no surprise to you that what I do for a living is I name stuff. And I'm not the only one who does that. There are all kinds of companies that do that. That's because there are 500,000 new businesses launched every month, okay? And each of those businesses need a name, each of those products need a name, and they each need a registered trademark. And those registered trademark requests go to some gray office in Washington, D.C., to this guy. This guy's name is Sheldon, right? And that doesn't surprise anyone because that's what you would expect. And I apologize to all the Sheldons out there, but don't blame me, blame your parents because you're probably still living with them. So what's her name? Is it Agnes or Sarabella? Well, I would suggest that it's Sarabella. Now, naming is a creative business, okay? But it has one rule, that if you're going to write a story about companies that do names, you can never mention this guy and this flower. So what's in a name, we get it. A rose by any other name, we get it. It's neither clever nor it's true, and I'll tell you why. Because if this flower was named Schmegrot, it would not smell as nice or as sweet, I guarantee it. So picture this, you're flying around in your rocket ship, it's 3018, and you need to stop for gas and beef jerky, right? And so what planet are you gonna go to, Greytak or Naluma? Greytak is filled with blood-sucking zombies, and Naluma has millennials who are getting free wheatgrass at lunch. In the news the other day, there's a company that's for sale. It's a package company. They deliver packages in brown paper bags. You know what the name of this company is? Is TNT, all around the world. And so who is their spokesperson? Ted Kaczynski? So here we have Apple, one of our favorite brand names of all time. It's cool, it's fresh, it's friendly, it's one of the great brands of all time. And I'll tell you what it's not like IBM, okay? International Business Machines. This is as serious and engraved as it could possibly be, and my 5-year-old kid loves to say, "Hey, Daddy, IBM." Another name that us namers like is eHarmony. So eHarmony says, I want to spend the rest of my life with you and listen to Bach concertos and drink Chablis on the shores of Lake Wobegon. All right? Tinder says, you're hot, I'm feeling hot, let's have sex right now. So there's lots of double entendres in the naming business, and one of them is from a famous golf company called TaylorMade. And they came out with a set of clubs called Rocket Balls. So can you imagine this guy brushing the dandruff off his hair at the San Francisco Country Club saying, "Oh, caddy, may I have my rocket balls, please?" So Virgin. Virgin is a great brand name. Everyone in my business loves it. It's venerated, and it's wonderful. Great services. But really, as a name, when you think about it, do you really want to get on an airline that has never, ever flown a plane before? We even have names for the types of names we make up. If it's completely made up, it's called a neologism, like Swiffer or Zynga, right? Completely made up. Others a little more descriptive, like FedEx Air or Apple Watch, okay? So there's the most creative companies in business history, and they name their watch, Watch. And they paid somebody $70,000 to do that. So we have tools. We have tools when we create names. This is a portmanteau. Portmanteau comes from the French for this suitcase, and it's two sides, right? So it's taking a word or two, a root word, and putting them together. And we especially like this tool in the pharmaceutical business. So Flonase is a portmanteau. So if you have a problem with your nays, and it's a little stuffed up, and you need the stuff to come out, you use Flonase, right? So here's another one. Anusol. So if you have a problem with your anu and you need it solved, then you use Anusol. And if that's not clear enough, we have graphic artists to paint a picture exactly where to use it. And sometimes we make mistakes and we put the two wrong things together and we get Anu-Flow. Thank you very much. Good night.